Last week, Apple introduced two new iPhones. Both come with a brand new design and are larger than the 5S that came out last year. The smaller version is the 4.7-inch iPhone 6, and the larger one is the 5.5-inch iPhone 6 Plus. With only a few minor exceptions, they're the same phone, but they just use different screen sizes and resolutions. Both phones look alike. They have round edges, a flat aluminum back, and a glass screen that tapers slightly down toward the edges, which helps it look and feel smooth. If you liked the squarish design on the last few iPhone models, the 6 will require some time to adjust. I admit that I'll miss the chamfered edges of the 5S, but the 6 and 6 Plus still feel like premium devices, with two exceptions. First, I think Apple went overkill on the lines going around the top and the bottom of the iPhone's back. It just makes the back look a little tacky. Also, because the phones are so thin, the rear camera sticks out from the chassis as well. So which size is best? There's no getting around it. The big phone is really big, especially if you're used to any iPhone from the past. But compared to the Samsung Galaxy Notes or any other 5.5-inch device, the in-hand feel is about the same. But there is one benefit. The thinner profile and the rounded edges make it feel more comfortable. That said, it's still very difficult to use one-handed, and I sometimes feel like I'm going to drop it. If large phones aren't your thing, well, the smaller iPhone 6 is going to be a much better fit. It looks sleek and feels great. I don't worry about dropping it, and the edges provide a great place to grip. Upon a closer look, the Retina HD display on the Plus is better than the 6. After all, it's more pixel dense, and the images and the text do look slightly sharper. But that's a pretty minor thing. If you're not looking at them side by side, you're not going to find an issue with it. I still prefer it over the 5S display anyway. The aluminum back adds to the premium look, and it feels a lot like the material Apple uses for the MacBooks. But there's a precaution here. It's prone to dings and scratches. I saw a few scratches show up on each phone after just one day of use, so you either need to get a case or make sure you are incredibly careful. On the back, you'll find the 8-megapixel iSight camera and the True Tone dual LED flash. The only major improvement to the camera on both iPhones is quicker autofocus. But the Plus comes with optical image stabilization, which provides smoother video footage and better low-light shots. The Plus also has room for a larger battery, which also means it will do a better job of getting you through the day. I wasn't able to drain the battery in a full day unless I was gaming. And the 6 battery is not that bad either, it's just not quite as good as the 6 Plus. I'll get you more details in the full in-depth review. The new iPhones come with near-field communications, or NFC, which is a way to transfer information wirelessly within a few millimeters. This works out great for things like Apple Pay, which is a mobile payment service that's coming in October. With Apple Pay, you'll be able to tap your phone onto a compatible payment terminal, where it uses your fingerprint to verify the transaction. My hope is that Apple will open this up to developers eventually. On the software side, both iPhones come with iOS 8 pre-installed, which offers a bunch of features I've been waiting for a long time. You can get custom keyboards, actionable notifications, continuity, extensibility, home automation, and support for health and fitness. Now that's a lot of words, so take a look at my in-depth review at Engadget for all the details. The Plus also adds an iPad-like dual pane mode to several apps like Mail and the Calendar. There's also a new landscape keyboard with extra options on each side, though the positioning takes some getting used to. Another part of iOS that's unique to the new iPhones is the new one-handed mode. Double tap the Touch ID button and the screen falls down, which means the top half of the screen is now the bottom half, and the bottom half just disappears. It's supposed to make it easier to use the 6 Plus with one hand. But in my experience, it's just a little too confusing and it interrupts the overall user experience. And if given the option, I'd rather use both hands than try to fumble around with the one-handed mode. While they're not perfect, the new iPhones are sleek, they're comfortable and stylish, and they come with some features Apple fans have been waiting a long time for. Granted, most of these features have been available on Android for quite a while, but Apple's making a lot of big steps in the right direction here. No other flagship phones are smaller than 4.7 inches at this point. Now that Apple's going this direction, there's no going back. And frankly, that's quite all right.
As soon as you're within an inch of the terminal, it will prompt you to pay with the Touch ID, which means you just put your finger on the home button and it's already recognized your fingerprint. Once you do that,